Lambs and the Florida All-Stars. Before we commence, will everybody please rise for the national anthem? To announce the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Florida All-Stars, we got number 0, Alan Smith. Number 1, Matt Williams. Number 2, Aubrey Howes. Number 3, Tyrese Wilkinson. And number 7, Anson Fisher. And now, your starting 5 for the Kissimmee Lambs. We got number 9, Kevin Rulock. Number 24, Roberto Suarez. Number 20, Kevin Blackwell. Number 18, Jeffrey Hernandez. And number 23, Jose Mendez.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this afternoon's matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars. We got a good matchup here today as the Kissimmee Lambs start off with a good 3 and take the early lead here in the first quarter. Good defense there by the Lambs and a shot clock violation. Possession goes to the Kissimmee Lambs, who've gone to a good start here. Bringing the ball up is number 23, Jose Mendez, who gives it in the corner for Roberto Suarez with the miss. Good rebound there by the Lambs. Back up to Mendez. Jeffrey with the ball. Good floater, and it's no good, but the offensive rebound won once again. And the Lambs are off to a good start here with 2 back-to-back offensive rebounds. Getting second chances. The All-Stars have to limit those second chances if they want to put up a good fight here against the Lambs. Inbounding the ball up to Suarez, who gives it to the corner to Jeffrey and knocks down the 3. Jeffrey Hernandez with a triple there for the Lambs, who take the 6-0 lead early on in the first quarter. The All-Stars down low in the post. Good move by the big man, and wasn't able to finish. Calling for the foul, but didn't get it. The Lambs look to push in this fast break. Have a mismatch here. Good bounce pass there, and the layup is no good. All-Stars recover the ball and push it down the court. look to settle here in the half-court set. Looking a little sloppy to begin the game, trying to pick it up, and just as I say, the turnover there from number 0, Alan Sim, and the Lambs regain possession. Up top, we have number 9, Kevin Rollock, back to Mendez, who misses a triple. Rebound there by Jeffrey Hernandez, who gives it up to Suarez. Suarez down low, good pass there, back to Hernandez with the drive and the good finger roll layup, and 2 points. A 8-0 lead here for the Lambs over the All-Stars, who are off to a strong offensive performance. They look to be playing a 2-3 zone here, a matchup zone. And down low again is Aubrey House with the ball, trying to post up. Kevin Rulock puts up the floater, no good. And the ball stays there with the All-Stars, who will take it out on the baseline. The All-Stars have to pick up their defensive game here early on if they don't want this to get out of hand early in this game. All-Stars are off to a great offensive start. As the All-Stars take their first timeout of the matchup, we'll take a quick break and be right back with you guys with some more. All right, welcome back to this matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars. The Kissimmee Lambs, off to a great start, have the 8-0 lead early on in the first quarter against the All-Stars team, who are struggling defensively and offensively, haven't got anything going their way so far. Let's see if they can pick it up here after a great timeout call, in my opinion. They needed a break to talk things over. Let's see if they make the right call here and can come up with some good offensive performance coming off the break. As they look to inbound the ball, having trouble inbounding the ball, but got it in to number 0, Alan Sim. Passes the top of the key to, good pass back out to Sim. Sim with the sloppy finger roll. Great defense there by Hernandez. And we have Suarez back to Hernandez, back to Suarez, who took too many steps, and the ball is going back to the All-Stars. They caught a break there. All-Stars looking a little sloppy here to begin the game. Let's see if they can pick it up and come up with something offensively and answer for the Lambs. Sims with the ball on top of the key, and it's short. No good for 3 as the Lambs get possession back. The All-Stars really struggling offensively here. Easy layup there for the Lambs as number 23, Jose Mendez, gets the easy layup. The Lambs continue to struggle defensively the All-Stars continue to struggle defensively and offensively as the Lambs pick up another turnover. Number 20, Blackwell, goes up for the layup and is fouled. He will be going to the line for 2. Number 20, Blackwell there, going up for 2. He is a North Carolina native, attended Clinton Junior College and St. Andrews University. He played 4 years in the ABA with the South Florida Gold and 2 with the 305 Ballers. Experienced player here in the ABA, now playing with the Kissimmee Lambs. And he's going to attempt 2 free throws. Excuse me, 3 free throws there. Number 20, first one is good. First one's good. 2 more shots for Blackwell as the Lambs have the 11-0 lead over the All-Stars. Second one is good for Blackwell as he adds on to the lead. Great performance here by the Lambs early on as they look dominant in the first quarter of this matchup, 12-0. And the third one is good, a 3 for 3 there for Blackwell as the All-Stars try to pick up an answer, try to look for an answer. It's a 3-on-2, and great defense by Blackwell, who just finished making 3 free throws, comes back on defense and gets the turnover. Great ball movement there by the Lambs. Hernandez no good from the corner, and the All-Stars have it, but they have 3 back on defense and more sloppiness from the All-Stars. Luckily, they were able to retain that possession there. The All-Stars really have to pick up their sloppiness here if they want to stay in this game. Not looking too good early on as the Lambs have the 13-0 lead. The ball goes to Sims, who looks to be the leader running the offense for the All-Stars. And once again, the tale of the afternoon, more sloppiness as once again the All-Stars get lucky and get to keep that possession, but they have to pick up the sloppiness. If not, it's going to get ugly on early on. Another turnover. Great defense there by the Lambs, and the steal and layup there for Jose Mendez, who picks up another 2. Great defensive team here we have in the Kissimmee Lambs. Playing great defense, pressing up. They realize that this All-Star team doesn't have great ball handlers, and we have 7-second half-court violation there. Great pressure by the Lambs. As I mentioned, noticing that the All-Stars don't have a great ball handler as the Lambs number 24, Suarez, puts up the jumper. Great mid-range stroke there from Suarez. And the Lambs keep adding on to the lead, a 17-point deficit for the All-Stars. Let's see if they can finally get something going offensively as they take their second timeout of the quarter. The Lambs lead 17-0. We'll go on a quick break and be right back with you shortly. right, welcome back, welcome back. This is Gary Brigo speaking here of this matchup between the Florida All-Stars and the Kissimmee Lambs, brought to you by NBL Media Sports. As the Lambs dominating the All-Stars here 17-0. A big deficit for the Lambs to see if they can come up with some points after that break, that timeout they called. A jumper, and finally the All-Stars get something going for offensively as Sims knocks down the mid-range jump shot for two. Great shot there by Sims. Let's see if that can rally up some momentum for the All-Stars. The Lambs calling a half-court set here, breaking down the zone. That's Gregory, and great block there by the All-Stars. And the All-Stars coming out the break with great momentum, looking great. Sends back to the wing to number 4, Howard. Howard back to Wilkinson, who gives it back to Howard. He's being trapped there. In the corner is Sims with the ball on the top of the key, running out of time in the shot clock, puts up a wild shot, and it's no good. And a shot clock violation. A great defensive possession once again by the Lambs. And we got number 22 for the Lambs there. And Sandy with the shot, no good, as Howard brings the ball up. Coming in the game, looking like their strongest ball handler so far, but loses the control of the ball. Great defense there by Greg St. Remy, and the Lambs once again regain possession, causing another turnover off pressure. That has been the tale of the game. Turnovers for the All-Stars, coming up with points for the Lambs on their side. As the floater is no good for Sandy once again. And we have Howard bringing the ball up, getting pressured there once again. The ball back up to Williams in the corner for Sims. Sims puts up the three. It's fouled, and the shot counts. So an and one situation here for Sims, as he's been the only scorer for the All-Stars. Let's see if he can get his team going. Great shot there by Sims, and he was fouled. He's gonna shoot one. See if he can make a count and get something going here for his team. And the free throw is good there for Sims. And they cut the lead to just 12 points. Let's see if they can keep it going as the Lambs, St. Remy to the corner. The shot is no good. Picked up by the All-Stars. And there's a foul on that rebound by number 22 for the Kissimmee Lambs. The All-Stars will take it out as they're gaining a little bit of momentum here in the first quarter. Let's see if they can keep it going. Wilkins. Oh, and another turnover from the Lambs. And the layup's good. Turnovers after turnovers. The All-Stars have to pick up on their turnovers and their sloppiness. If not, it's going to get out of hand. And there's a foul there. Two quick fouls there by number 22 from the Lambs. As Coach Vasquez is going to take a timeout there for the Lambs, trying to talk it over with his team, who's looking a little bit sloppy here coming out of the break. We'll take a quick break and be right back with you shortly. All right, welcome back. Coming out of a timeout called by the Lambs as they have the 14-point lead over the All-Stars. Coach called a timeout as the Lambs seemed to be taking a little bit of momentum. This Lambs team is looking very good here, led by Coach Vasquez. Special note, Coach Vasquez has actively helped the Venezuelan Basketball League in the U.S. He is a Venezuelan native who is helping Venezuelan players reach their dreams of playing basketball. So great note there. He's doing a great job of leading this Lambs team here today. As Howard with the layup there. The Lambs continue to pick up the pace. They cut the lead to just 12 points. Great defense there by the All-Stars, but back to the corner, offensive rebound once again, second opportunities hurting the All-Stars and in favor of the Lambs. As number 13, Sandy knocked down that three after an offensive rebound. The All-Stars have to look more for offensive rebounds and another turnover once again. And the layup is missed there after a great defensive play by Lindsay, who doesn't come up with the layup, and the All-Stars with another chance. The layup is good for the All-Stars as they cut the lead to 13 points, a 23-10 lead by the Lambs. An early struggle from the All-Stars has been costing them in this game, and the three is good for the Lambs. Dykes just puts up that three and extends the lead to 16 points. As Howard brings it up, great pass, no. Great defensive hands there by Just. And we got a substitution for the Lambs there. That is Lindsay coming out for the Lambs. Ball's in play. Looking up to post up Just. Good pass there, but couldn't handle it. The ball back up to Howard. Howard puts up the three, top of the key is no good. Good offensive rebound there by the All-Stars. Back out to Howard, who looks to drive, puts up the layup, and is fouled and count the basket. And one there from Howard, who has had an immediate impact as soon as he came in the game. Has been impacting his team positively, and he's gonna go and shoot his free throw here after they made a layup. A great matchup here, being dominated by the Lambs early on. For those of you just joining us, this is Gary Brigo speaking. For this matchup brought to you by MBL Media Sports. The Lambs have dominated early as they have the 13-point lead. As we speak, Howard misses that free throw, and the Lambs regain possession. Back out to the corner. Number 13, Sandy, who's no good. But good offensive rebound by the Lambs. Once again, ends up hurting the All-Stars. Even though that bucket wasn't made by the offensive rebound, they're still going to the line and making the All-Stars pay for the lack of boxing out. All-Stars really struggling here to come up with defensive rebounds, and the Lambs making them pay, bullying them down low as the free throw is short there. And the second one is no good as well. The All-Stars come up with the rebound. That is Sims with the wild drive, but he manages to get that layup, and another 2 points for Sims there. Adding on to his stat line. A quick answer there from Dykes Just as he puts up the three for the Lambs and makes them pay. Hand down to man down, says Just. And it's Just himself trying to apply pressure, but ends up fouling Howard there. The All-Stars picking up the pace a little bit here, looking a little better than what they started. cutting the lead to just 15 points. They've been gaining a little bit of offensive momentum here, trying to pick up their offensive performance. They've been able to pick it up defensively a little bit, slowing down the Lambs' great offensive start. Let's see if they can keep it going here to make this a close game. As the Lambs continue to put pressure, trapping here in the back court. And great defensive possession there by the Lambs once again. Too much pressure for the All-Stars. And we got a jump ball, and the possession pertains to the All-Stars. I'm impressed by the Lambs' defensive performance here this afternoon. Coach Vasquez notably doing a great job of calling great defensive schemes for this All-Stars offense, who has had no answer for the Lambs defense. As St. Remy comes up with the steal, struggles to come up with it, but just gives it to the corner for Sandy, who puts up the three, no good, and Sims comes up with the defensive rebound, but St. Remy with a great defensive play, puts up the three, and great play there by Greg St. Remy, who puts up the three and knocks it down. Another great defensive possession there just from the corner, puts up another three, and it's good once again as the All-Stars take the third timeout. They are struggling here, and the Lambs are taking over once again. We'll take a quick break and come back with you shortly with more. All right, welcome back. Coming off that All-Stars timeout, the Lambs came up with 3 straight buckets to add to their lead, and they made it a 21-point game in a matter of minutes. Great defensive and offensive performance for the Lambs. They're having their defense turn into offense. As we know, offense will come, but defense is more important. As another steal, as I'm mentioning defense. And Mendez comes up with the steal and the layup there for the Lambs. Great performance from Mendez this afternoon. And the Lambs pick up a foul. That's number 20, Kevin Blackwell, with the foul. And the Lambs will take it out on the sideline. Great performance today from Mendez, as I was mentioning. Number 23, Mendez. Mendez is from Orlando, Florida. He played at Florida College and in the Dominican Republic. He led the league in steals, which makes sense with his defensive performance today. He's been great defensively. As the Lambs put up a 3 and it's no good, but once again, the All-Stars aren't careful with the ball. Mendez gets the 3 and it's good. Mendez with an impressive performance here today, leading his team to this blowout lead, 38-17, as the Lambs lead it by 21. Mendez once again, as I'm mentioning, his defensive performance, comes up with another steal. And that's Suarez with the 3. What a performance from the Lambs, looking very dominant, putting up a great performance and an exclamation point. Mendez once again for 3, no good, and the All-Stars come up with the defensive rebound. A little sloppy pass there. Sims is being trapped in the corner, steps out of bounds, and that will do it. Their time is up as the Lambs look very dominant here in the first part of the game. They lead 44-17. They have a 27-point lead over the All-Stars. Let's see if the All-Stars can take this break to talk it over, come up with something new, and try to regain some momentum. We'll take a break and be right back with you shortly with some more of this great action. All right, welcome back. Coming off the first quarter. The first quarter was dominated by the Lambs since tip-off. As you can see the score, they lead by 29 points here in the coming into the second quarter. They're looking to add on to the lead. As Lindsay puts up the jump shot. Great jump shot there by Lindsay, picking up 2 points for his team. And they extend the lead to 31, sorry. As Lindsay himself picks up the personal foul. The All-Stars will take it out as the Lambs continue to put on pressure here defensively, which is paying off for them. They've gotten many turnovers off this pressure defense. Sims looks up to bring the ball, has an open man in the corner. Great pass to Howard. Howard puts up the fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded there by Suarez, who brings the ball up the court to the corner to Lindsay. Lindsay doesn't take the shot. Ball back to Mendez. Mendez for the 3, and another 3 for Mendez. What a performance by Mendez, picking up another 3 and another great defensive play by Mendez. Mendez putting on a clinic here and gets the 3. Back-to-back consecutive 3s for Mendez after a great defensive play. Mendez plays with great tenacity as he gets another steal. Steps out of bounds, but great defensive play by Mendez. What a player we have in Mendez there, putting up a great performance today. Very impressive in this Kissimmee Lambs season debut. As the All-Stars take it out, having the top of the key. Howard forces up the shot, is no good. Rebounded there. And Suarez puts up the dunk, the slam for Suarez. And they keep pounding on this All-Stars team. They have the 39-point lead. Lindsay with another layup, a right-handed finger roll. And the All-Stars looking desperate here for an answer. Howard brings it up the court, another turnover, very sloppy passing as once again, Mendez, oh, this time it's no good for Mendez. And another sloppy pass, try to be flashy, try to be fancy, it didn't work out. Suarez puts up the deep 3, no good. But Mendez picks it up again, back to Lindsay from the wing, another three, and once again the offensive rebound leads to easy points for the Lambs as Lindsay picks up another three-pointer. And the Lambs take the 44-point lead. Sims brings it up the court. Is getting pressured. Full court press. A good play there. Let's see if Howard can get the three, and it's no good. Once again, the All-Stars struggling offensively as Rohawk brings it up, passes it to Mendez in the corner. From the corner, no good. Howard picks up the rebound. If I'm being honest with you, I believe that the All-Stars are waiting too long to push the ball up the court, and they're letting the Lambs' defensive pressure set up. I really think they should really push the ball up and not let that defense set up, because they've been struggling to get past the pressure. I would encourage them to push the ball up the court. As I say that, they're getting trapped. They're in the corner. Another sloppy pass from the All-Stars as Lindsay comes up with the steal and the layup. Wow, this is getting out of hand here. A 46-point lead for the Lambs. It's steal after steal. That's been the storyline today, as the three is no good for Wilkinson. And Lindsay once again brings it up the court. Has been doing a great job, Lindsay, of commanding his team, of organizing his offense. The Lambs are looking very organized here, looking like a very organized team as Suarez puts up the three and no good. Another offensive rebound back to Lindsay from the wing, and it rolls right out. And Howard comes up with the foul. And the Lambs will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. All-Stars really struggling to have an answer for the Lambs in this matchup. The Lambs have just been dominant on the offensive side and defensive side, all around, just domination. As Gregory St. Remy comes back in the game, he will be subbing in for Kevin Blackwell, and he's going to look to impact the team positively here. He's been doing a great job. A great all-around performance from the Lambs, but I must say that number 23 Mendez has been leading his team defensively, leading to offensive buckets, and he just continues to dominate this All-Stars defense. He's not in the game right now, taking a break. But as I can see, the Lambs have a great depth in their bench, and no matter who they put in, they're going to continue to play hard and dominate. As Lindsay drove that in for and drew the foul. He'll be going to the line for 2 free throws. The Lambs will take a quick timeout as they continue to dominate. We'll take a quick break and be back with you shortly with more. All right, welcome back. Coming off a timeout from the Lambs as they continue to dominate in this matchup. We have free throws coming up for Lindsay. These free throws brought to you by IBCK Educational Center. And that free throw is good. We have a second free throw as Lindsay shoots it up. Free throw brought to you by IBCK Iglesia Bautista Central Kissimmee, and it's good once again. Lindsay adds up to his stats as he extends the lead to 49 points. A great lead here by the Lambs. The Kissimmee Lambs looking very good on their season debut as Howard answers with a three-pointer from the wing. Let's see if the All-Stars can get something going offensively. Have really struggled with the pressure brought by the Lambs, who've brought a great defensive strategy here, just pressuring, constant pressure, and the All-Stars can't seem to handle that. The ball back up. Sloppy layup put up there by the Lambs, and the All-Stars regain possession. Let's see if they can get some momentum shifting their way here as Howard brings up the ball. I must mention once again Coach Vasquez doing a great job with the Kissimmee Lambs as they look very well organized, very well coached, and is showing in their domination. Sims with a great pump fake, and the pull-up three, no good. Rebounded by the Lambs. Push there, fast break layup, back out to Lindsay, who fakes the three, drives in, and good defensive hands from Howard. And the Lambs were the last ones to touch it. The All-Stars will regain possession. Looking good coming off the break as we got some substitutions. Referee says not yet, and we'll continue to play here as the All-Stars bring the ball up the court. Howard has the ball in his hands, has been trying to command his offense. Let's see if he can get something going for the All-Stars here. Great defense there from Lindsay. Back down to the post, great pass, and Matt Williams gets fouled on the layup. And he will be shooting 2 free throws. That foul there will bring Williams to the line as we have more free throws. We want to thank IBCK, our sponsors for this matchup, IBCK Educational Center. As the first free throw for Williams is no good. He'll be going for his second free throw now. Second free throw in progress, brought to you by IBCK Iglesia Bautista Central Kissimmee, and Williams is no good for the second free throw as Jeffrey Hernandez comes back in the game, as well as Dyke just for the Lambs. The ball to the wing, the Lambs no good. Way off the mark there for the Lambs as St. Remy with a good pass back to St. Remy with the layup, and the layup's good for St. Remy there. St. Remy having a great performance, looking very, very dominant here. Plays with a lot of aggressiveness, a lot of tenacity. He's out of Kissimmee, Florida. Attended St. Olaf College and Minnesota and Weber International University. He studied exercise science and general business. St. Remy has also been playing and has played in the FBA for 10 plus years for the Florida Flight and the Harlem Pro. And I must mention he has some overseas experience in Puerto Rico and China. Very impressive resume there from St. Remy. As Just gets a pull up there. And the jumper's good for Just. It's a 50-point lead. The Lambs looking very, very impressive here in their first matchup of the season. They're sending out a message to the league. They're not coming to play. As Williams gets the layup, but the rebound, the layup's no good. St. Remy brings it up the court, passes it back out to Just, who pulls up for the wing. And the three's good from the assist from St. Remy. Just with another three-pointer. And the lead gets extended to 53 points, 73-20 in favor of the Lambs. Wilkinson with the step back. The ball goes to Howard, who drives baseline. Back out, Sims in the wing, drives in middle. A floater there by Sims, and it's short. Hernandez comes up with the rebound. Suarez bringing the ball up the court. Suarez wide open in the wing, decides to not take the shot, calms down the offense, organizes his team. St. Remy back up to Suarez, who drives it up. Great move there. Great hesitation move from Suarez and gets the layup. Looked like a foul, but wasn't called. And Suarez comes up with a nice layup. Great hesitation there. Got the offense biting on the move and was able to have a wide open layup. Howard brings it up the court to the wing to Sim. A little no spacing there for the All-Stars, but Howard gets it in the corner, rims out, and the Lambs get the rebound. Suarez once again brings it up the court, has the layup. Great pass out to Hernandez, who puts it up from the corner, and the three is good. The Lambs continue to share the ball at a great level. Ball movement has been key for them today. Their unselfishness is paying off. And a very unselfish team here from the Lambs, looking to get everybody involved as Howard puts up the three from the wing, and it's good. Howard with the three cuts the lead to 55 points as Just brings it up the court. Back out to St. Remy. St. Remy to Suarez in the wing. And the post. Looking to post down low. Gets it back up to Hernandez. Hernandez drives it in. Great move there. Good footwork. But back out to Just. Great pump fake by Just. The sidestep. And the three is just short. But the offensive rebound once again for the Lambs. The All-Stars continue to struggle with rebounding. And the Lambs making them pay for the lack of boxing out, as Just has it from the wing, pulls up the deep three, and it's no good. And the ball touched the back of the backboard. The ball will go to the All-Stars as we have substitutions for the Lambs and the All-Stars. We have number 7, Fisher, coming in for Williams for the All-Stars, and number 13, Rafael Zandy, coming in for the Lambs. As Hernandez comes out, Suarez comes out the game. Fisher with the ball in the wing, looking at what to do with it. Puts up a sloppy floater, no good, as Just comes up with the rebound to St. Remy. St. Remy with a pass to Hernandez, who puts up the three from the corner, and he's heating up here, on fire. Hernandez with consecutive threes. Great pass from St. Remy. Once again, an unselfish team sharing the ball well, and it's paying off for them. Great ball movement leading to open threes. Howard has it on the top of the key. Puts up for a three himself, and it's way off the mark. And Just with the push ahead pass, as they have a mismatch 3-on-2. St. Remy from three in the corner, and it's good. St. Remy knocks down the three. The Lambs on fire right now, hitting 3 consecutive threes. The All-Stars don't seem to be closing down, and as we say, hand down, man down. They're making them pay. Howard with the ball in the corner, and once again, it's an air ball just short off the mark as Hernandez brings it up the court, slows down the offense. Smart move there, as they do have the 61-point lead. They're looking to slow down the game, kill some clock. They have no need to rush anything right now. Just really get everybody involved. As Sandy has the ball, St. Remy puts up the three, but couldn't get it off in time as there's a shot clock violation. I believe that is their first shot clock violation of the game for the Lambs. And the All-Stars regain possession. The Lambs not pressuring full court anymore, backing up to a half-court set defense. The All-Stars bring it up the court. pass to Sim in the corner, who puts up the three, and it's no good. Hernandez with the rebound for the Lambs. St. Remy looks to push the ball up the court, picks up the speed. Great pass there to Hernandez, who hit 2 consecutive but doesn't take the three. Decides to back out and once again kill some clock. No need for that three, with all honesty. Would have been nice to see another three from him. The ball goes down low, and they get a layup there as the Lambs add on to their dominant performance. They take the 63-point lead. Very dominant here in the first half. Sims brings it up the court, pulls up a little bit of a forced shot, no good. Hernandez with another rebound, doing great with his defensive rebounds as St. Remy once again pushes up the court. Another great pass from St. Remy to Sandy from the corner, and hits the three as the time runs out and expires. The first half comes to an end. The Lambs have a 66-point lead, very dominant here in the first half. We will take a break and be back with you after the halftime break. All right, welcome back to this halftime show. We have here the Coach Vasquez for the Kissimmee Lambs. Coach Vasquez, your team, the Lambs, have had a great dominant performance early on in the first half, dominating the All-Stars, having a 66-point lead. How have you guys prepared for this matchup, the first matchup of the season?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity to explain what's going on. We are playing our first game of ABA in lower ranking match. That means that we need to go step by step in order to reach the 25 top ranking teams. That is going to happen after the 20-game regular season. It's going to happen in the playoff. So what we're doing here is just starting warm up, is doing what we're supposed to do and execute the plays as we practiced before. So we are preparing to for play the whole season without problem.
Right, and you guys obviously look dominating in this performance, but what can you say you want your team to work on as you guys climb up the rankings and play tough matchups in the future? What do you think will benefit you guys in the long run?
Well, this kind of game helps us a lot because we can make the adjustments, the proper adjustment, and that way we can, put the new players together, build chemistry together, and make better each of the member of the team. So what I'm trying to say is this kind of game actually is better for us because we can see what adjustment we need to do. Definitely one of the bigger opportunities that we have in ABA in order to test our defense, players, and everything. Great chance today.
Well, Coach, your team is looking great. You've been doing a great job on the sideline. Great performance defensively and offensively. I want to congratulate you and hope to see you guys keep winning throughout the tournament, throughout the league. Thank you.
Let me say something in Spanish. Para todas las personas que nos están sintonizando, este es nuestro primer juego ABA. Estamos jugando en el lower ranking. ¿Por qué? Porque es nuestro primer juego. So, a medida que vayamos pasando el primero, el segundo y juguemos los 20 juegos de regular season, entonces subimos al stage o a la plataforma a nivel nacional. Son 120 equipos participando y son 20 juegos de regular season y nos toca enfrentarnos dentro de nuestra división, dentro de nuestro condado, dentro de Florida, con los equipos buenos, malos, extremadamente buenos. Es parte de lo que es ABA. Así que bueno, sigan en sintonía, cualquier cosita les seguiremos informando. Gracias por la oportunidad.
Gracias a ti. Well, thank you guys. We'll go back to a break and be back with you when the halftime is over. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, welcome back after that 10-minute halftime break. We bring you back this matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars. A matchup that is being dominated by the Lambs as they have the 66-point lead, now cut to 64 points. The Lambs looking very, very dominant, led by Jose Mendez, who's had a great performance. He's been great on the defensive and offensive side. As we speak, Hernandez puts up the wing triple and knocks it down. Sorry, that was Suarez with the triple. Great triple from Suarez there. As Suarez gets the steal back, puts up the jumper and no good. Rebounded by Sim. And the Lambs putting up defensive pressure once again. As I was mentioning, Mendez with a great performance. Great defensive and offensive performance, having his defense turn into offense. Couldn't mention any better. Lindsay puts up the layup, no good, but Mendez gets the offensive rebound in the tip-in and 2 more points going his way as they extend the lead once again to 69 points. The All-Stars with the ball being trapped. Williams couldn't handle that low pass there, and the Lambs regain possession. As Coach Vasquez mentioned, this is a lower ranking matchup for the Lambs. They look to work themselves up the rankings and play harder and tougher matchups. But they do look very ready for anything that comes their way. As we speak, Suarez puts up the 3 from the wing and knocks it down. As I was mentioning, this Kissimmee Lambs team looks ready for any matchup and anything that the league throws their way. Very, very aggressive team with great aggressiveness, great tenacity, great defensive play, and they just look very impressive here. As the All-Stars look to organize their defensive foul there from Mendez, try to reach in for the ball, but got a hold of the arm. And the All-Stars will take it out on the sideline. Sims with the ball from the wing, puts it up, and it's short. Rebounded there by the Lambs, and Lindsay with the layup. As the Lambs extend their lead to 74 points. And a backcourt violation, more sloppy, careless plays from the All-Stars, and the Lambs look to make them pay here. Mendez with the ball to Suarez from the corner, and another triple for Suarez, who doesn't seem to miss right now from the assist from Mendez. As Williams has the ball and picks up his dribble, another defensive play by Mendez leads to a turnover. Mendez with another great defensive play, and the layup, good for Mendez. What a performance for Mendez and the whole Kissimmee Lambs team. A collective effort here by the Lambs. Howard picks up the ball. A pass to Williams is too short, and Suarez brings the ball up the court. Pulls up the jumper. He had the layup, but tried to test it out with the jumper, and he knocks it down for 2. Great jumper there from Suarez off the steal. As the All-Stars call a timeout, they struggle to get anything going offensively. We'll take a break and be back with you shortly. All right, welcome back to this afternoon's matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars. If you're just tuning in, the Lambs have been putting up a dominant performance all afternoon as they lead the game by 81 points. Now make that 83 as Rulock gets the jumper going for the Lambs, and the foul called there by Rulock himself. What a performance by the Lambs. I stay impressed by their great performance in their season debut, as we got Sandy coming in for Hernandez and Just comes in for Lindsay. Great defense there by the Lambs once again. And another turnover from the All-Stars as we got Williams coming in for Howard for the All-Stars. The Lambs will take the ball up the court once again. An exclamation point by the Lambs in their first game of the season. They're sending out a notice to the league. They're not coming to play games. As Rulock has the ball top for Judge. Just with a short jumper. Great shot there by Judge, who knocks down the mid-range and extends to the dominant lead as Williams with the layup rims out. Sandy brings it up the court. Back out to Mendez, wide open from the wing and no good. Rebounded by Just. Back out to Mendez from the corner this time. And the hand down, man down. Nobody came out to close out on that shot, and he makes them pay once again. The triple is good for Mendez. And the lead just continues to grow. The Lambs continue to put pressure on defensively here as the All-Stars once again struggle. Mendez comes up with the steal from the great tip from great defensive play there by Hernandez, leading to Mendez's hands, but he did step out of bounds, and the All-Stars caught a break there as they regain possession. Another sloppy pass from the All-Stars. Seems with the sloppy pass, and the Lambs get possession right back. Hernandez with the nice mid-range. It's no good. Mendez, however, comes up with the offensive rebound. This team has been great with their offensive rebound as Mendez puts up the three from the corner, no good. As I was saying, offensive rebounds have led to many points for this Lambs team. The All-Stars have been struggling to box out and get any defensive rebounds going their way. Mendez picks up another foul there. What a performance from this Lambs team. As they have the 89-point lead, the Kissimmee Lambs leading by 87 now as the All-Stars come up with the foul and the basket. An 87-point lead from the Lambs. As we got two free throws come to you, brought to you by IBCK Educational Center and IBCK Iglesia Bautista Centro Kissimmee. We want to thank our sponsors for this matchup. As we have two free throws for the All-Stars. Not much they can do here. They do trail by 89 points. And the free throw is no good. The Lambs come up with the rebound. A little bit of sloppy pass there, but Sandy was able to pick it up. Mendez once again open from the corner. Great in and out. What a move. Couldn't get the layup. He's going to be thinking about that all day. What a move by Mendez. Great in and out. Faked out the defense, but wasn't able to come up with the lay. Luckily, the Lambs get the ball back as we have a brand new lineup for the Lambs coming in. We got St. Remy once again coming in for the Lambs as Hernandez, Rulock, and Mendez come out the game alongside Sandy. Blackwell comes in the game as well as Just knocks down the mid-range jumper for the Lambs. a great shot. A 90-point lead for the Lambs. This is getting out of hand here in this third quarter. A three-pointer, no good. Blackwell bring the ball up the court, back out to Just from the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded, and the layup is good. Another offensive rebound once again. And right after that offensive rebound and layup, the Lambs get the ball right back from a sloppy pass from the All-Stars. Just will be bringing the ball up the court. As we have an 82-point lead. Sorry, 92-point lead for the Lambs. St. Remy from the wing, no good. Great offensive rebound effort, but couldn't come up with it for Blackwell. Howard brings it up the court, and Blackwell comes up with the steal. Great defensive hands there from Blackwell. St. Remy with the ball, brings it back out. Just from the wing, wide open, back to St. Remy, back to Just. Great ball movement there. Just couldn't come up with a three, but the offensive rebound once again. Just top of the key, wide open, nobody closes out, and he makes them pay once again. Nobody closing out. All-Stars seem defeated here, not making the effort to close out on any shots. And the Lambs just continue to pound on this lead. Floater no good there. Just comes up with the rebound, brings it up the court, slows it down. Good pass there from the Lambs, but no. They say he took too many steps, he traveled. And the ball goes back to the All-Stars. Williams, back to Sim. Sim with the ball, looks to shoot, didn't let it go. Great, not a great pass there. And the Lambs regain possession as Williams was cutting wide open to the basket, but the pass couldn't get to his hands. The Lambs bring it up the court as they're asking to slow down the pace here. They have an enormous lead over the All-Stars. Don't need to force or rush anything. Can just take their time and really do anything they want. As Just knocks down the jump shot, the Lambs can really go on and experiment here if they would like. Try new lineups and try new things. Let's see if Coach Vasquez takes this opportunity to really get to know his team better. They really don't need anything else. They have a near 90-point lead. Sorry, a near 100-point lead. What a historic performance by the Lambs. They lead by 97 points. Wow, what a performance. As I've been mentioning, defensive and offensively, as Williams knocks down the free throws for the All-Stars and cuts the lead to 86. Second free throw going up, brought to you by IBCK Educational Center and IBCK Iglesia Bautista Central Kissimmee, as the second free throw is good as well for Williams. St. Remy brings the ball up the court, pulls up the contested jump shot. It is short. Good contest there by the All-Stars. St. Remy not liking that decision to pull up there, but the All-Stars get the possession as Williams brings the ball up the court. Fisher back to Williams. Williams to Howard. Howard drives up, pulls up from three, no good. Good rebound there from the Lambs. Slowing down the pace here, trying to get a half-court set going. What I've noticed with this Lambs team is that they're a very, very organized team compared to the All-Stars team. As another bucket for the Lambs extends their lead. As I was mentioning, the Lambs have been very, very organized, very well coached. Coach Vasquez should be very, very proud of his guys, doing a great job to come out with a statement. And as he said, they will continue to play better matchups as the league continues and the ranking they go up in rankings. This is more of a game for them. As you can see, they do have the 97-point lead over the All-Stars. As we got a brand new, fresh set of guys coming in for the Lambs. A brand new lineup. We got Lindsay, Hernandez, Suarez, Sandy, and Mendez coming back in for the Lambs. Mendez is looking to continue to put up numbers to his stat line. Has had an impressive game. As I mentioned before, has experience playing in the collegiate and professional level in the Dominican Republic. He led the league in steals and is putting on a performance here, showing why he was the steal leader in the league. The All-Stars bring the ball up. The drive and the foul. Suarez not liking the call, but the referee says there was too much contact with his body on that play. And Fisher will go to the line for 2 free throws here. Fisher looking up to shoot his 2 free throw attempts. Brought to you by IBCK Educational Center and IBCK Iglesia Bautista Central Kissimmee. As Fisher puts up the first free throw, no good. Second free throw for Fisher is up, and it's good. And the lead is now a 90-point lead. Sorry, a 94-point lead as Suarez couldn't knock down that three, and Sims gets the rebound, puts up the floater, no good, gets his own offensive rebound. Great effort there by Sims, couldn't come up with it. Suarez pushing it up the court. Great pass to Hernandez. Hernandez back out to Sandy from the wing, wide open three, no good. Rebounded by Howard, pushes it up the court to Fisher. Fisher brings it up the court. Struggles to handle it. Howard from the wing. Good contest from Lindsay, but had no effect on his jump shot as Howard knocks down the three from the wing. Sandy has the ball in the wing, looking for options. Drives down the baseline. Puts up the jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Howard once again. Howard has been putting up a pretty good performance here for the All-Stars, trying to get his team going, but can't really rally up any momentum from his team. The Lambs looking too dominant as Howard himself drives up the middle. Great defense by Mendez with the block. What a defensive play from Mendez, and Lindsay comes up with the steal. Gives it to Suarez. Hernandez with the drive back to Suarez. Lindsay with the mid-range jump shot. Good from the assist from Suarez. And once again, great ball movement there from the Lambs. Unselfish plays leading to easy baskets. And Hernandez with the great defensive hands there. Almost comes up with the steal, but Sims was able to get it. Mendez tries to take the offensive foul. Not called. I believe that was an offensive foul. Great positioning there defensively from Mendez. I believe that should have been called. He had a great position over the offensive player. Was set, feet were set outside the restricted area, but wasn't called. Hernandez takes it in. Suarez brings it up the court. Mendez wide open, gives it back out to Lindsay from the corner. Drives baseline. Good jump shot there by Lindsay, and it's good. Another pull-up by Lindsay. Lindsay is also having a great performance for the Lambs as they extend the lead to 97 points. Lindsay, another great player, leading his Lambs team to victory tonight in their dominating performance. Lindsay is from Rock Hill, South Carolina. He played college ball at Erie Community College, University of Maine Machias, and Hudson University. He played professional in the FBA for 2 years with the Volusia Serpents and won the 6th Man of the Year in 2023 for the FBA. So a very experienced player in Lindsay is showing his experience here as he puts up another performance. He puts up a shot and knocks down another mid-range jump shot. Lindsay just adding up to his stat line as Suarez comes up with another steal, puts up the three from top of the key, and it's good. Once again, that's a 4-point play from Suarez, pulled up from deep there. As Mendez once again, wow, what a steal, and the flashy pass from Mendez leads to a layup from Lindsay. Mendez with a creative flash. What a game this team is having. I continue to be in awe of their dominance here in this matchup as the time expires in the third quarter. The Lambs continue to dominate this game. We'll take a quick break, be back with you after this short period. All right, welcome back to this matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars as St. Remy puts up the jump shot there to continue to extend the lead. For those of you just joining us, this is an ABA matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars. The Lambs have been dominant, very dominant in this performance tonight as Just puts up another three and keeps extending the lead. An 114-point lead from the Lambs. The All-Stars haven't had an answer for the Lambs all afternoon. What a performance from the Lambs, looking very dominant. And not just because of the lack of offensive performance from the All-Stars. The Lambs have just looked very organized, and they just have players with a lot of great experiences, as I was mentioning. They have players that have collegiate experience, overseas experience, professional experience. So this is a very experienced Kissimmee Lambs team, which explains that 114-point lead. As St. Remy gets fouled there by Williams. And yes, the score is right. The Lambs lead 147-33. It is a 114-point lead. The Lambs have just been very dominant all afternoon, and the All-Stars have had no answers for them. So that score is right. What an amazing performance by the Lambs as St. Remy misses its first free throw. We got a substitution for the All-Stars as Sim sits down and goes to the bench. St. Remy puts up his second free throw, and it's good. We now have an 115-point lead from the Lambs, who are sending out a statement to the rest of the league with this great performance. What a performance by the Lambs. Unbelievable. In their season debut here for the ABA, as they look to climb the rankings and play better matchups. I think they're ready for anything, as I mentioned earlier. And I mean anything the league throws their way. A very impressive performance. I wonder if the rest of the league is taking notice of this performance by the Lambs, scouting out, because they're in a world of trouble here, as the Lambs caused another turnover and regain possession. They look to push the ball, and a sloppy pass there. He wasn't looking at the ball, and Williams with the wide open three from the wing, no good. Rebounded by the Lambs, who pushed the ball in the fast break. Number 22 for the Lambs is limping a little bit there. Wonder if he's okay. We already got a substitution coming this way, and the slam down there for the Lambs. That has been the narrative all night. Dominance, just pure dominance from the Lambs. As they put up the corner three, the All-Stars, no good, and St. Remy comes up with the rebound. And you have to wonder if that was an intentional foul, preventing the slam there. That was Fisher with the aggressive foul. And we have free throws right now. 2 free throws coming up, brought to you by IBCK Educational Center and IBCK Iglesia Bautista Centro Kissimmee. As the first free throw is good. Comes right in. We have Lindsay coming back in the game for the Lambs. Lindsay has had a great performance. He's a very experienced player, very seasoned player, has collegiate experience, overseas professional experience. I mean, he's been showing his experience all afternoon, As St. Remy with a great pass to Rollock with the layup. And the All-Stars desperate right now for anything going their way. They call a timeout. The Lambs continue to dominate here in this performance, fourth quarter. We'll take a break and come right back with you guys. All right, welcome back. After a timeout called by the All-Stars, let's see if they have an answer. Let's see if they can make some adjustments. I don't think they can do much with the 121-point lead the Lambs have over the All-Stars, but let's see if they can fight it out to the end. Put up a fight here as Saint Remy gets it down low, and the layup there for Saint Remy, putting up a great performance as well. I mean, a great all-around. Every single player on this Lambs roster can go. They all have a great feel for the game, play the game correctly, move the ball well, and play with heart. You can't really beat that. As Fisher puts up the layup himself and puts up 2 points for his team. Just with the ball, back to St. Remy in the wing. Rockwell, and the great pass there, the layup. Good for the Lambs. And they continue to extend to this lead. The ball being brought up by the All-Stars, and another sloppy pass. That's been all day. The sloppy pass is Lindsay with the reverse layup, and too strong. He misses the layup. Coach Vasquez says he doesn't like what he sees. He brings a sub in. Howard gives the ball to Sims in the wing. Sims, sidestep, pulls up for three, no good. With the offensive rebound. Good offensive rebound there by Wilkinson. And he is fouled by Rolock, as we have number 13. Rafael Sandy coming in for Greg St. Remy. And number 18, Jeffrey Hernandez comes in the game once again. Sharpshooter who comes in for Rolock, who looks to be a little bit touched, limping off the sideline. We're back in action. Sim brings it down to Fisher. Fisher back up to Howard. Howard looking to shoot, and another great defensive possession by the Lambs, causing the shot clock violation, and the Lambs regain possession. And we have Suarez coming back in the game now for the Lambs, looking to add on to his great performance tonight. I mean, as I mentioned, I haven't seen one player that can't play for the Lambs. They have a deep bench and a great starting core. I really don't see anything going wrong with this team. Let's see how they put up with the rest of the league, but today they've just been dominating. That's been the word of the day, domination all day. So let's see if they can end with an exclamation point. Let's see if the All-Stars can put up a fight and go out with heart here in this matchup, as Howard brings it down to the post, looking for options, looking for someone to cut, doesn't get anyone to cut, fades away and misses the layup. Just comes up with a rebound. Great pass there, but intercepted by Fisher. Great hands there by Fisher. Howard, baseline drive, pull up, no good. Rebounded by Sim. Sim puts it back up and puts it back up for the 2-point layup, as Lindsay puts it up for Sandy. Sandy no good on the layup, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it back up, and it's good. The lead has now become an 122-point lead. Yes, you heard that right. 122 points is the lead for the Lambs, as Lindsay comes up with the rebound, but Wilkinson. And they called that a foul. I thought it was a steal, but they did call that a foul. A little bit of contact there on the body, as Lindsay came up with the rebound and Wilkinson with the foul. We have Lindsay bringing up the ball for the Lambs. The ball to Sandy, the corner, Suarez wide open, and you rarely see that from Suarez. Wide open three miss, but the All-Stars caught a break there. But guess what? Once again, another turnover by the All-Stars leads to a Lamb possession. I wonder what adjustments the All-Stars can make for their next matchup. Right now, as Suarez knocks down the corner three, I don't see anything wrong with the Lambs. I don't see anything they really need to work on. If you want to put a word on this performance, it's perfection. I don't see anything they need to adjust. They've just been great defensively and offensively. And the exclamation slam from Suarez. Wow. He leaped up in the air and just slammed it down for 2. Maybe a little bit too hard as he grabs his wrist. We got Mendez coming in for Suarez after that exclamation point there. He really got up for that one. As Lindsay gives it to Mendez, who's wide open from the wing. Comes right out the bench and right into the stats. What a performance once again from Mendez. Knocks down the wing 3 coming right off the bench. He can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. As Howard gets the baseline drive. Good move there by Howard, but couldn't come up with the layup. Fisher with a great offensive rebound. Great effort there, and is able to put it up for 2. Lindsay brings it up the court. Puts up the layup, no good. Looking for the foul, but didn't get it. Hernandez picks up the offensive rebound and puts up the layup. We got Wilkinson bringing it up for the All-Stars. Puts up the deep 3, and it's way off the mark. Sandy comes up with the rebound. Gives it to Mendez to bring up the court, who has Lindsay wide open in the corner. Back to Mendez. Great unselfishness there, and it's no good for Mendez. Great ball movement, but couldn't come up with that 3-pointer. The All-Stars come up with the rebound. Howard brings it up the court. Drives it. Good move there by Howard, but great hands by Just. Howard manages to get that ball back. Puts up the wild Florida, no good. Mendez comes up with the rebound up to Just. Just with a great pass to Lindsay. Lindsay from the wing, wide open 3, no good. Rebounded by Sim. Sim to Howard. And Howard puts up the easy layup of the defensive rebound. Just will bring the ball up for the Lambs, as the Lambs just adding on to the excruciating pain of the All-Stars, who can't manage to cut the lead any shorter.
Get across!
And Howard brings up the ball. He has it in the wind, looking for options. Oh, good move there. And the layup's no good, but he is fouled. And we got a foul by Lindsay. That would be Lindsay on the blocking foul. And we have free throws coming your way for the Florida All-Stars, who trail this game by 129 points. And the second free throw is no good either. Mendez comes up with a rebound, who gives it to Sandy, who has it in the wing. Trying to get past the defense. Great move, and another slam from Sandy out of nowhere. What a play there from Sandy, who puts down the jam. What a show. What a clinic the Lambs are putting on here. They're playing beautiful basketball, showing great athleticism, great shooting, great defense, just all around greatness by the Lambs. As Fisher knocked down that jump shot there. Wow. I'm going to go back to that Sandy play. He just got past the defense and exploded out of nowhere as Sandy himself knocks down the corner 3. Every player on this roster, as I keep mentioning, can really play basketball on both the defensive and offensive end. As Howard has the ball in the corner, guarded by Just gets his hands in there. Doesn't really like the call, but the ref says he hit him on the arm on the way down, and Howard will go to the free throw line. Once again, we got 2 free throws brought to you by IBCK Educational Center and IBCK Iglesia Bautista Central Kissimmee, as Howard puts up the first free throw, and it's no good. Howard on the second free throw. And couldn't get it to fall. But the offensive rebound, Howard gets right back for the layup, and it's good. Good effort there by Mendez, but too late. And the 2 points count as Lindsay brings it up the court, slows down the pace, and is looking to kill some time. Mendez gets it down low, puts up the layup, and it's good. 2 more points for his stat line. Mendez looking very impressive here in the season debut. Let's see if this team can just continue to keep these performances going on for the rest of the season. I'm looking forward to seeing them play against better and tougher matchups, seeing how they do. But like I keep mentioning, I'm pretty sure they'll be just fine as Howard knocked down that 3 from the wing. Hernandez to Mendez, who drives the baseline, pulls up for the mid-range, and it's butter. He knocks down the jump shot. And at this point, they're just having fun as the All-Stars commit another turnover and the Lambs regain possession. Mendez brings it up the court. 40 seconds left on the clock. Lindsay puts it up from the top of the key. No good. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, as the game comes to an end, what a performance by the Lambs. Nothing got in their way. Nothing stopped them. No one could stop any player from the Lambs, and they just dominated from tip-off to the final buzzer. I mean, what a performance. And the two-hand slam to put up the exclamation point there for the Lambs. And that will do it. We'll end off on that slam by Sandy. Great performance by the Lambs. As Sin got a last slam himself. We'll end there on that note. The Lambs take the 131-point lead over the Florida All-Stars, and they dominate all game. Great performance, all-around performance, unselfishness. This team has looked very impressive in their season debut. Great performance by both teams, but the Lambs come up with the win. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, the IBCK Educational Center and IBCK Iglesia Bautista Central Kissimmee. We'll take a short break and be back with you with a player of the game interview. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm here with your two players of the game, Jose Mendez and Roberto Suarez. Jose Mendez, you had 27 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. What can you say about your performance? How did you feel tonight coming into your game?
Felt comfortable, really grateful to just be a part of this team. And they know my role, and I know my role on that team. So it's just like I was able to do what I needed to do and help make sure my teammates got the ball and execute it also.
Great. Great defensive performance. I've been saying that all broadcasts. Your defensive game just impressed me all game long. What do you really do? What's your mentality going into defense to put up a performance like you did today?
Since high school, that's always been like, that's what put me on the map, playing defense. Like getting those steals, getting those extra buckets. Those are like hype points where it's like the team gets energized, and then it gives players like Roberto who can execute give them energy to execute and do what he needs to do. So that's why defense is so important to me.
Right. And I have Roberto Suarez here, who had 37 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. 37 points. What can you say led to your offensive performance of 37 points?
It was definitely our defense, how we played the team, jumping the passing lanes, getting to stay in the backcourt for me to hit a 3 or something to add another point to the scoreboard. So our team defense is what made me get that 37 points. So, I mean, it wasn't my best day, but, you know, maybe I could top it one of these days, so it was cool. So maybe our defense could get better.
Right. I mean, a dominating performance. But what can you say you guys want to work on for whenever you guys face tougher matchups in the future? What do you think the team can execute better?
More efficiency with our passes. Know who or where to pass them the ball, learn their strengths and weaknesses. But that just comes with playing with each other. This is probably like our first game really with each other. We just been scrimmaging against each other, so we don't really know each other like that. But for the first time playing with each other, it's not that bad. So that's it.
Right, there you have it, Jose Mendez and Roberto Suarez. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's matchup between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Florida All-Stars, brought to you by IBCK Educational Center, IBCK Iglesia Centro Bautista. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day.